Hey guys, it's Shy and welcome back to my channel. Today is Makeup and Macchiato Monday. It's a series on my channel where we play with makeup and we sip on macchiatos. For all of my caffeine fiends, I am there with you. Today, obviously, I have a full face of makeup, so we're doing something a little bit different. We're still gonna be sipping, but I thought it would be fun to do a best of drugstore makeup video. These are all of my go-to drugstore favorites that I've used time and time again that I truly recommend. And I know I haven't done a dedicated drugstore video in a while, and I just thought it'd be fun to sit down and just talk about everything. And yeah, we're just gonna dive in, but first I need a sip. So good. So good. It's literally like the middle of the day too, and I feel like I need like 12 more cups of coffee. All right, so I'm gonna try to work in the order of makeup. So for example, I'm gonna start with primer and then foundation and concealer, kind of go in that order. And the first thing that I'm gonna talk about from the drugstore is primer. My favorite drugstore primer is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. I've gone through countless of these at this point. This one is a really good product. A lot of people were comparing it to the Tatcha Silk Canvas. It's pretty similar, honestly. I mean, Tatcha is Tatcha, but this does work quite well. You just take a little bit out. It's really pore filling. It's the kind that you're gonna wanna press in. It does, it helps me look really smooth. I don't know if it necessarily makes my foundation last longer, but it does make it look very, very smooth. For me personally, I like to pair this with a mattifying primer. One of my favorite mattifying primers is from Wet n Wild. Just their plain mattifying primer is a really good one. I'm out of it, otherwise I would show it to you on camera right now. But those two work really, really well for my combo skin. For foundation, I have quite a bit. So one of my favorites that literally nobody ever talks about, I feel like, is from Neutrogena. This is the Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup. It actually has salicylic acid in it. This one I really like, and I like to set it with the powder as well, the same type of brand powder. It works really well when I'm having a breakout. It doesn't make it any worse, and I like the coverage that it gives. So I really like this foundation. I've been using it for quite some time off and on. I use the shade Natural Beige, and it's so good. Of course, we're going to be talking about Wet n Wild. So if you have extremely oily skin like I used to have, I recommend the classic Photo Focus. That was a ride or die of mine for years, and now that my skin is more combo, and I also like it much more dewy, you know, your makeup tastes, they just change through the years. The dewy one is everything. I have literally like 4 shades of it, so every stage of my self tan, I can use it. It lasts quite a long time on my face. It doesn't break apart all weird, and it looks just really beautiful and dewy. I love this foundation. I like have nothing negative about it. I've been recommending it to everybody. And another one that I also really like is from CoverGirl. So this is a CoverGirl True Blend Foundation. This one, I have it in the shade L2, which is obviously quite fair for me. I had matched it to when I'm not self-tanned, this is what I use. This one has a really nice coverage though. It's a very natural finish. No, it's not natural coverage, it's a natural finish. I like to clarify that. So you're gonna get good coverage, but it's gonna give you that skin-like finish where it's not gonna look overly matte. I really, really like this. Moving right along to concealer. If you watch my videos regularly, you've heard me talk about this time and time again. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover. It's better than any other concealer I've tried on the market. It's better than the new Hourglass one too. Sorry, it just is. But I'm wearing it right now. I've had it on my eyes for about 12 hours now, and I'm not creasing. It's amazing. I do also thoroughly enjoy the Maybelline Age Rewind. This one's a really good concealer too. It was my ride or die forever. And then I discovered this little guy though, and I can't get enough of it. And I've been using it every single day for a while now, and I'm not even like remotely like close to the bottom of it. So there's quite a bit of product in here too. And I love it so much. So if you're looking for a good concealer, try this little guy out. And now it's time to sip, guys. Oh, so good. Okay, I know I keep saying it's so good, but oh my gosh, Needed some extra coffee. I got up really early for work today because we had a floor set. And now I'm finally home and just feels good. So for powder, again, if you guys watch me regularly, this is no shock to anyone. The CoverGirl True Blend Powder. This is what I use to set my T-zone and my under eyes every single day. It's why I don't crease anymore. I was having so many issues with my makeup breaking apart around my face. As you can see, it still lets your natural skin's dewiness shine through, but you can easily touch it up if you want to be more matte. It comes with a mirror. I do like the little round that it comes with too. I like to set my makeup with this. I just pop it right in there and I bring it with me. I cannot get enough of this powder, and if they ever discontinue it, I am going to cause a riot. Another powder that I want to talk about if you're looking for a loose option is the Maybelline Fit Me. This one's a really nice loose powder. It's very buttery and it has that really lovely like blurring effect almost. It really is just a lovely, lovely powder. Also, yeah, ignore my hands. They're severely self-tanned. I didn't wash them properly, and yes, I know I can use lemon. I just don't want to. I wash my hands so much, by the end of the day, it's gonna go away. But this one's a really great loose powder. It's better than a lot of the higher end loose powders I've tried. As you guys know, I only use that pressed powder at this point, but that one is a really good one if you're looking for a loose powder. Now for contour, mind you, they don't sell this specific one anymore, but they do have contour palettes. My favorite contour palettes from the drugstore are from Profusion. They are so cheap. I want to say this was maybe like $5 to $9. I have used it through and through. I've hit pan. They blend really, really well. It comes with a giant mirror. It comes with a little brush. You get this brand at Target. Their eyeshadows, everything I've tried, I've really, really liked, including their brushes. My favorite crease brush is from Profusion. And if you watch my videos, you've seen this little guy quite a bit. It came in like a little shadow kit. But if you're looking for a good drugstore contour, I highly recommend their products. They're gonna blend so beautifully and you get so much. This one specifically kind of reminded me of like the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but they stopped making this one and they started making them in different colors for different skin tones. So I would check that out, definitely. For blush, Milani. I love Milani blushes. First and foremost, how cute is this with the rose? I love that, and they're very buttery. They last throughout the day. They're just gorgeous. I have Tea Rose and Blossom Time Rose in my hands right now, but I do have every single color of the Milani blushes, and I just love them so much, so I had to talk about these. Another one that I really am liking is from Wet n Wild. They have these little blusher duos right now. It's called the Hello Halo Blusher and Highlighter. If you like a glowy blush, I think this is a really fun option. It's gonna almost give you, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit shinier than like a NARS Orgasm, but I like blushers. I'm really into UK style of makeup, and blushers are like, I feel like really big out there, having that glowy blush moment, and this will do that for you. I think it's gorgeous, and then you get this bomb blinding highlight. So, I mean, you get 2 in 1, why not? It's just so, look at that from the highlight. Like, you want a blinding highlight, go to Wet n Wild section. They're like $4.99 I think, and you're gonna love it. For bronzer, the butter bronzers are my favorite drugstore bronzers for sure. These are from Physicians Formula. They come with a mirror underneath. They come with like this weird plastic brush. Don't use the brush. Just use a normal brush, but they are so buttery and amazing. I've had this one forever and I've not even closely hit pan on it, and I've used it quite a bit. They do have a bunch of different tones and colors too, and I think they're great and they smell like a tropical vacation. For brows, I figured we'd pause before I forget our poor brows. I'm gonna include the ColourPop brow pencil because I believe you can get these at like every Ulta at this point. The Brow Boss is my favorite. It's really nice and small. I use the shade Taupe for my brows, and it just makes them, I can just get them done so quick and easy. If you are more of a pomade girl, I really recommend the Makeup Obsession brow pomade. You get this at Target as well. I use the shade Taupe for me, and it's just the most perfect like gray toned cool blonde color. So if you have a cool blonde, ashy blonde hair, this is gonna be so good for you. You get a ton of product and it's very creamy. I love this stuff so much. Continuing with, I guess, eyes for right now. So for eyeshadow palettes, I love Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes. I've talked about the Macaroons palette quite a bit. I love, they're just so buttery and you can get so many different tones, even if you just order them online or you can pick them up at Ulta. They have so many different colors. They blend so beautifully. And I feel like the color combinations that they come with always like complement each other very well. Like you're not gonna get normally a palette that just is real off the wall that doesn't make sense. So I really recommend those. I love the Profusion palettes. These I've had for years. You like look at how many tones you get in here. This is the ones that come with like the little brush that I use all the time. But these are great, and I like that the front of them is clear so you can easily see what's inside of them. But you get a ton of shadows and they blend like butter, and the shimmers are really, really pretty too. Like super pretty. This one's like a pinky gold shift and it's just gorgeous. The mattes are really buttery. They're just beautiful, beautiful shadows, and I think this palette is like $9. So I definitely recommend those. And then I'm gonna definitely give an honorable mention to ColourPop because of course you can get them at Ulta now. ColourPop palettes are amazing. They blend so well. I love ColourPop eyeshadows so much. I love their pressed glitters. Now I know there's that debate on whether you should put glitters on your eye or not. Life's too short and I'm gonna shine bright like a damn diamond sometimes, okay? So I love them. I have their pressed glitter palette actually, and I haven't had any issues with it flaking into my eye or anything. It'll stay really well. Use at your own discretion though. If you're not comfortable with it, I definitely don't recommend it, but I love ColourPop shadows too, and I love that they're at Ulta now. So I know that we had touched a little bit on highlights, and I did mention the Wet n Wild highlight. I do also want to talk about my other favorite drugstore highlighters. So one of my favorites is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Dare to Divulge highlighter reloaded. I believe you can get this style at Ulta, but it's just so blinding. Even if you just want a really great inner corner moment, I recommend this one for sure. Like, so good. And then I also absolutely love using some of the ColourPop shadows, as random as that is as highlights. This one is Ladybird. And this one, I can only use it as a highlight when I'm fair and not self-tanned. They have other ones that I can use when I'm self-tanned, but just tapping it on is gonna give you the most beautiful, sparkly highlight. So if you're somebody who likes a glitter highlight, like look at how gorgeous that is. And I use these ColourPop shadows. Sometimes I'll put them all over my lid. I'll put them on the high points of my face, and it's a very quick and easy little go-to moment. And then everything's in the same tones. Throw on some mascara and you're set. But I absolutely love those. Okay, another highlight that I always almost forgot. This is from Almay. I love this stuff. Oh my god. So this is the Make Them Jelly Highlight Illuminator. This, I have it in 24, I have all of them. 24 Karat Dreams though, I literally keep it right here with me. So this one, you just bounce it in and you're gonna get like gold sparkles, and it's just so pretty. I'll just tap it onto the high points of my face. Now, I don't think you're gonna see it on camera, but it does give you those little gold flecks. It's subtle, but it's so pretty. And especially when like the light hits it, you'll see that gold glitter bouncing back, but it's not like as blinding as like Trophy Wife. But these, I feel like nobody ever talks about them, and I really, really like them. And I like anything that I can apply with my fingers, because I feel like if I wanted to tap them on the lid, again, high points of the face, collarbones, it's like a really quick and easy makeup look as well, but it gives you a little bit of the sparkles. So yeah. Now for setting spray, we're almost done. I love this one from NYX. This is the Bear With Me setting spray. You can use it to prime as well and refresh throughout the day. It really makes my skin feel good. It melts my makeup beautifully. It does say that it gives an 8-hour hydration. I do believe that it does. I set my face with it today and I still look really nice and dewy. I'm living for it. If you like more of a matte, I recommend the Wet n Wild Matte Photo Focus setting spray. I also really like using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water as a setting spray. I love this stuff. It definitely makes you look a little bit more of like a natural finish to dewy, and I love that. It just makes the skin look really nice and healthy, and it smells so good. I've gone through so many of these, I can't even count at this point, but I love them. Check them out. And last but not least, lashes. Lashes. So I love Ardell Wispies. Everyone does, I think, for the most part. So definitely Ardell Wispies. But I also freaking love the Kiss lashes. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about Kiss lashes. I love them. I have Page Boy. I have number 11. I have quite a bit, but I always keep them off to the side because they have some that are really natural looking for everyday wear. They have some that are more dramatic, but I really like them. And a lot of the Kiss lashes have that tapered point, so they do tend to look a lot more natural on the eye. So if you're looking for a more natural lash, I highly recommend the Kiss ones, but the Ardell Wispies just have like this place in my heart. I don't have any near me right now because I need to get more, but yeah. But that is it for today's video, guys. I just thought it would be fun to just kind of let you know my drugstore favorites and go-to products that I think are absolutely amazing and outbeat high-end. Let me know what you guys thought. If you want more drugstore content, give this video a like and let me know down below too. And if there's anything specific that you want me to review or go over, you guys know, shoot me a DM or leave me a comment below. I love your guys' suggestions and I always try to do them. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time sipping on your macchiatos, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.